Years have shown that it's not possible for a manager to simply transpose the style he implemented with one team onto another. Pep Guardiola had serious teething problems in his first term at Manchester City before investment in the transfer window allowed him to build a squad capable of playing his way effectively. Presently, Maurizio Sarri is experiencing similar issues, imposing the football that he became renowned for at Napoli in the Premier League with Chelsea. Sarri's side have been badly beaten on several occasions, lack consistency, and have yet to sparkle the way many thought they would under the Italian boss. When analysing what exactly has gone wrong for Sarri at Chelsea, it's difficult to pinpoint one specific area. The reality is that there are tactical issues in almost all phases. Although considering he was brought in primarily to establish a more attractive offensive game, it's best to start with the team's attacking play. Sarri has lined Chelsea up in a 4-3-3, just as he did at Napoli. Unlike many possession-based 4-3-3 systems, the centre-backs do not split wide, and his number 6, Jorginho, does not drop between them. Rather, they form a triangle shape in build-up that is designed to create easy passing angles to draw out and then play through pressure. However, this approach has not been particularly successful at Chelsea. Against aggressive defensive opposition, the centre-backs, David Luiz and Antonio Rudiger, don't appear particularly comfortable playing quick passes between themselves and Jorginho to outplay the pressing. Instead, they tend to go wide to the fullbacks, inviting more pressure near the touchline, or go long, an option that has frequently failed due to a lack of height in Chelsea's lineup. And their dysfunctional attacking hasn't been limited to their struggles against a high press. While some teams, such as Tottenham Hotspur, have looked to disrupt their build-up play as early as possible, others have sat off and surrendered the ball. It's interesting to note that Chelsea this season have averaged more possession than Napoli ever did under Sarri. The statistic underlines the fact that many opponents have seen no need whatsoever to pressure Luiz, Rudiger and Jorginho. Instead, standing off them in the knowledge that Sarri's Chelsea struggle to break down compact, low defensive blocks. Sitting deep against Chelsea places great onus on their central defenders, who have appeared tentative driving forwards. They need to pick the lock with Hollywood passes that they simply are not capable of producing. The low block also highlights issues with Chelsea's attacking structure. Too often there is a lack of compactness throughout their shape. This not only makes combination play difficult, but leads to greater openness in defensive transition whenever they give the ball away. And perhaps the greatest stylistic difference between Sarri's Chelsea and his Napoli side is the comparatively poor movement towards and around the ball, with players running beyond or standing still rather than offering support to the player in possession. As a consequence of this, several attacking pillars of Sarri ball, including rotations between players to advance down the wider areas, or up-back throughs to penetrate the central channel, have not been regularly seen. Gonzalo Higuain was brought in on loan from Juventus in January to help solve this problem. Initially, Alvaro Morata was the player tasked with leading the line, though the Spaniard lacked the physical strength and control to play effectively with his back to goal, as Sarri wanted him to. Higuain possesses the requisite traits to fill the role successfully, as he did with Napoli, though he is also lacking in confidence, with a scoring record that has declined for 3 straight seasons. This perhaps explains why he has yet to provide the goals expected of him upon his arrival. So, Chelsea's attacking play has been underwhelming under Sarri, but defensively, they've also been exposed on a consistent basis. The club's average goals conceded has increased this season. In Sarri's first 32 Premier League games, Chelsea twice let in 4 goals or more, something that only happened once in the entirety of Antonio Conte's 2-year reign. The defensive setup Sarri has brought into Stamford Bridge is highly similar to that seen during his Napoli tenure. Initially, they press high with the lone striker and wingers, though if that doesn't succeed, they retreat into a 4-5-1 mid-block, in which the outer central midfielders often move up to close down the opposition ball player. And Premier League sides have found a number of ways to exploit this strategy. Manchester City continuously took advantage of the space created between Chelsea's defence and midfield lines by positioning players in the inside channels. Whenever N'Golo Kante or Ross Barkley moved up to apply pressure to the ball, Pep Guardiola's side found the area vacated behind them and got into positions where they could directly attack Chelsea's back four. Generally, Sarri wants his wingers to tuck in to ensure a compact 5-man midfield line and prevent these spaces from opening up, though this has led to other issues. In the second league game of the season, Unai Emery's Arsenal repeatedly played around Chelsea's defensive block, going wide and getting their fullbacks 1v1 against Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso. From there, a run was made in the open channel between Chelsea's fullbacks and centre-backs, which led to good crossing and cutback opportunities. Sarri's men won this match, but on another day, they could have lost comfortably. The extreme ball orientation seen in Chelsea's defending since Sarri took over has frequently led to opponents simply switching to the open far side and attacking from there, while it has also caused problems in defensive transition. Whenever Chelsea lose the ball, the tendency to immediately rush to the opponent in possession has led to problematic gaps opening up between the lines. Considering the issues that appear for Sarri's Chelsea when pressing, defending the wings or in handling defensive transitions, it's not surprising that these are the situations in which they concede most of their goals. But it's also worth noting their set-piece play. 10 of the league goals they have conceded have come following a failure to defend opposition corners and free kicks. At the heart of all of these issues lies Sarri's failure to adapt. He persisted with the 4-3-3 throughout his time with Napoli after a brief experiment with the 4-4-2 diamond, and he is yet to show any variation at Chelsea. On top of that, his unwillingness to rotate personnel or change tactics means his team are fairly easy to prepare for, which accounts for how ruthlessly they've been countered and opened up upon occasion. There are some positive signs, however. In the win over Brighton, Sarri gave rare starts to 3 academy graduates, Andreas Christensen, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Callum Hudson-Odoi. The latter's progression from squad player to starter is a particularly exciting development. Not only does the 18-year-old winger possess pace, skill and intelligence, but he showcases the combinative qualities necessary to succeed within his manager's style of play. Indeed, in his debut start, he made his first major attacking contribution, assisting for Olivier Giroud's opening goal. Giving chances to young players may placate the support, but only temporarily. The truth is that, in order to build a Chelsea team in his own image, Sarri needs 2 things: time and money. And unfortunately for him, an increasingly irritated fan base used to winning trophies and an upcoming transfer ban could mean that those needs aren't met. Consequently, full Sarri ball may never grace Stamford Bridge. Callum Hudson-Odoi and hundreds of other professional players are available to trade on Football Index, the real money football stock market. Have a look at the link below and also see details of a special promo code for TIFO viewers.